When you go into the etymology of the word, that shit means nourishing mother, man. So when you know, that's giving more glorification to the women, man.
Hey, can I say this? No, I work with amigos down in Mexico, and they worship Mary. Now they have a day. Like I think on May 11th, they have a day for Mary, so-called Mary, and they worship. They bring her, have a big old party for Mary down in Mexico.
She ain't did shit.
She ain't did shit, but they worship her.
This what you tell me when you go baby money. It's Luke chapter 11 verse 27. And it came to pass, as he spake these things, a certain woman of the company lifted up her voice and said unto him, Blessed is the womb that bare thee, and the paps which thou hast sucked.
Which I say this now, you don't supposed to worship Mary, but she still, you know, the Lord chose her to be the mother of Yahushua, man. So we ain't down to her neither, but we don't worship her. The scripture finna go into it, you know. But Mary still, you know, Yahweh chose her, man, to be that mother. But the Lord get the glory, you know. Nobody, ain't no worshiping Mary.
She was just a special woman. That's basically it.
And those are royal lineage on both sides. Joseph and Mary, that's both the kings of Judah going back to King David.
Right.
But yeah, because Joseph's lineage went back to Solomon, and I think Mary's lineage went back to the brother David. I want to say Nathan. You know, which is the umbrella of King David. In case some scoffers try to, you know,
It's verse 28. But he said, Yeah, rather, blessed are they that hear the word of the Most High and keep it.
Right, so there you go, man. Blessed are they, because see, they were pushing that vibration in, you know, which the scriptures, you know what I'm saying, which is going into it, man. Blessed is those who keep the word, man. You know. Go ahead. Yeah, get out. Go ahead.
I follow.
All right, Exodus 23:2. Thou shalt not follow a multitude to do evil.
Right, man. So don't follow a multitude to do evil, man. You know, for people who watching, you know what I'm saying. Just because everybody else celebrating Christmas, these holidays, you don't got to follow them, man. The scriptures tell you the path to basically the road to righteousness is a narrow gate, man. It's a straight gate where it's gonna be few people that find it, man. You know.
Brother, can I jump in right quick? You need to examine the society you live in. Even if you never ran across the so-called Hebrew Israelites, even if you knew to everything we telling you. You as a person living in the 21st century, you could look up anything on the internet. You need to examine everything you was taught. Right. What is we living in a Bible Belt and we practicing the best plantation diet. You know, you going to church on Sunday. You need to question and research every single thing that you've been brought up, because basically if you don't, you are following a multitude. Right. So if you need to find out if you follow the multitude to do evil or not. Because if you're going off a tradition, you follow the multitude. So now you need to know if you follow the multitude to do evil. You know?
That's right, bro. Man, this shit go heavy.
Keep on going, because that's the verse I just read on the floor. Okay. The verse he was like, you know, that's the same verse, so it came right back to.
Exodus 23:2. Thou shalt not follow a multitude to do evil, neither should thou speak in a cause to decline after many to wrest judgment.
It's a form of selling out, man.
Alright. We'll let y'all go here.
Isaiah 29:13.
You better do 7:14. Go ahead.
Wherefore the Most High saith, For as much as the people draw near me with their mouth.
And this side people, man, they draw near to the Lord with their mouth, man. They you know what I'm saying? Our people speak up, but they, you know, they call them God and Jesus, you know, but we know who they be referencing to, man. The Israelites, you know. They draw to them with their mouth. Go ahead.
And with their lips do honor me.
Right, with their lips they do honor him. Praise the Lord, praise Jesus, you know. Go ahead. Which we know that ain't his name, man, but go ahead,
But have removed their hearts far from me.
Right, but they have removed their hearts far from them, man. They man. Going back to the scripture the brother read, man. They have not submitted themselves to the righteousness of the Most High, which they ignorant to it, man. But they basically they created their own righteousness, established their own righteousness, man. How they gonna worship the Most High when you already got the instructions and law instructions set out, man? That's why in John the 4th chapter, the Lord said you must worship Him in spirit and in truth, man. You know. Go ahead, bro.
And their fear towards me is taught by the precept of men.
And that come from these churches, man. If they fear towards the Lord is taught by the precepts of man. Give Mark 7:6 real quick. We didn't get there, bro.
Alright. And then the drive home point that the brother Zahaho making, man. You know, it's 2016. This is the information age, man. You know, because some of these we came up with we came up with these right before we did the lesson, man. You know, the brothers in Dallas be saying to people pass by all the time, man, about the holidays, they be like, you ain't Googled that yet? You ain't Googled Halloween yet?
Right.
You know, you ain't Googled Christmas yet? You know, so if you choose to be ignorant of this thing, and if you ignorant of this thing because you choose to be,
Yeah,
man,
it's a choice.
because the information out here, man.
Right.
You know.
I got Mark 7:6. What you had? Go ahead, man.
This from creationcalendar.com, and it says the appalling origin of Christmas. And it says the word Christmas itself reveals who married paganism to assembly of believers. The word Christmas is a combination of the words Christ and Mass. The word Mass means to depart or death and was coined originally by the Roman Catholic Church and belongs exclusively to the Church of Rome. The ritual of the Mass involves the death of Christ. And
Right, so that's what the word Christmas really means, man. It's a slick way of them celebrating the death of Christ, man. The death of the anointed one, man.
And
You know?
they slip and put Xmas on it. They X Christ out. You know, that's a slick shot.
Alright.
And it says, in the distribution of the host, a word taken from the Latin word hostial, meaning victim.
And if I can say this, going back to Revelation 11:8, where it say that's what the spiritual called Sodom and Egypt, where our Lord was crucified, man. Which going going right into that, the crossing map, man. You know, which means and then it also means to critically to harshly criticize, man.
Right.
You know? Go ahead, bro.
It says, in short, Christmas is strictly a Roman Catholic word. You know, Catholic goes back into universalism. So most of the Northern Kingdom, they worship so-called Christ. And really, they really Xing them out, because they're not really worshiping the true Messiah. Real name is Yahweh Shai. And it said, interestingly, Jesus was never called Christ in his native language.
Right, man. So the information, like the brother said, man, the information is out there, man. You know, we done a video. We headed to Memphis, man. It's a sign right by Batesville, Mississippi, man. What it say? The sacred name of the Lord, man. He coming back soon. Then they had this real name. Well, it had Yahweh in the English, man, but in the ancient Assyrian, and then in the ancient Paleo Hebrew, what it say in our native language, it had Yahweh, man.
Right.
You know.
I got a quick precept. In Acts 26:14, and when we were all fallen to the earth, I heard a voice speaking unto me, saying in the Hebrew tongue, Saul, Saul, why persecutest thou me? It is hard for thee to kick against the pricks.
So that was our native language, man, the Hebrew, man. But we came into captivity, so yeah, we got to speak the English language for our people to understand, man. But to truly understand these scriptures, you had to go back into the Hebrew and the Greek, man, because even when you got Easter in Acts the 12th chapter, man, if you don't look that up in the Greek, you gonna think it's okay to celebrate Easter, man. But when you look it up in the Greek, it goes into the Passover, man. You know?
Before I read that, link up Zephaniah 3:9. Well, then, will I turn to the people a pure language.
And that started that, man, you know, which is the Paleo Hebrew, man. You know, over here.
That they may all call upon the name of the Lord.
Right, and if I can say this, that they may all call upon the name of the Lord right now and set up for the 144,000 to be sealed with that name, man. Eventually, all Israel gonna get it, man. But it started with the first fruits first. You know, it started with the first fruits first, man.
Yep.
You know, go ahead.
And that's a strike against Nate. Because Nate's saying that we're going to have this type of information in the kingdom, but no, that's on this side, man.
It says to serve him with one consent.
And that's what the 144,000 gonna do right now. That's why I say he saw the 144,000 standing on Mount Zion singing that song, man, as if it were a new song. So that 144,000 is gonna be the one that serve him with one consent right now. They're gonna be sealed with their name, you know. Go ahead, bro.
Right. It says, interestingly, Jesus was never called Christ in his native language. Christos, which means anointed in Greek, is the name of a pagan deity. The first letter of Christos is the chi, which is spelled C-H-I, and the Greek is X. It says the word Christmas literally means anointed depart, and is seen abbreviated in
It means who?
anointed depart.
Right, man. Depart the anointed one, man. Go ahead.
It says it's seen abbreviated in Xmas. So you got the X-MAS. And it says the X, which stands for Christos, is also the representation of the cross of Tammuz. You have heard of hot cross, You have heard of hot cross buns. There was an X on top of them. These were baked for this pagan deity.
Man. So there you go, man. You can't, the information, it's on the internet, man. You know, you can say, oh, y'all tripping, y'all this and that.
Yeah.
You know, the information out, man.
Yeah, we tripping, right?
You know what I'm saying? Go back and look, you gotta go back into them words, man, cause the English language, you look how many, you know, like even if you get your dictionary and you look a word up in the English, man, most of the dictionaries, the Merriam or the Free Dictionary, it's gonna always have the origin of that word, where it goes into the Latin, you know what I'm saying, or whatever language. Then it'll be meaning something totally different from what the English said, man. So you got, and that's where they got the term free speech from. America, you know, that's why Esau known as the devil, man. He used these words to trick you and catch you up. Hey, you thinking you worshiping something right all along, you worshiping Satan, man. You know?
And then make another point, he just said it will represent the cross of Tammuz. In these churches, they preach about the cross. You know, they push their vibration of the cross. When they talk about the crucifixion of Yahushua, man, you know, they push it's a cross doctrine, man. It's all about the cross. But you can, as you read, man, they really pushing their vibration of Tammuz, man, because you got the pastor got the cross on their neck. You know, they got the crosses hanging up in their car. You know, that cross is hanging up in their house, man. You know, that's going back to their Tammuz, man, and they push their vibration out there.
And it's no different if your father was killed with a hammer. You want to rock that hammer around your neck.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You want to post that hammer in your room.
Yeah.
You know, so basically you're doing the same thing with the cross, man.
Or a little baby Tyrone gets shot in a drive-by with an AK. You ain't gonna get a tattoo with AK on your fucking arm or something like that.
That's right.
I got scripture for you, Yash. 1 Corinthians 10:21. You cannot drink the cup of the Lord and the cup of devils.
See, there you go, man. You can't establish your own righteousness, man. It's in the scriptures to let you know about these wicked pagan customs, man. You can't celebrate them then, you know what I'm saying? And that's in the churches, they celebrate it in the churches, man. The so-called churches. They're gonna celebrate Easter, they're gonna have an Easter program in the church, they're gonna have a Christmas program in the church, man. Whatever holiday coming up, they're gonna be celebrating it in the so-called churches, man.
Christmas tree in the church.
Right. Well, it's a Christmas tree in the church. But what America gonna do? They gonna have the biggest light of the Christmas tree on television. They gonna have a damn 70-foot Christmas tree. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Lighting it up, man. You know, which they put that whole vibration on their land, man. That's why. Okay, y'all always talking about America gonna get destroyed, but that's why, man. We're going to the scriptures. The Lord is against all this. 2/3 of our people don't want to listen. You know the Esau ain't gonna listen, man. So this is what comes after that.
And that's what's gonna separate the 2/3 from the 1/3, man. It's gonna be the Israelites that take heed and listen, and they eventually alter their ways. Whether it's it might not happen overnight, but they eventually take heed to the word, and the Israelites to hear it and don't take heed. It ain't about where you from or nothing like that. It's about the Israelites that take heed and the Israelites that don't take heed.
Come, if I can say this too, if you said that, I was talking in the Bible today, and he got a coworker who been asking him questions. You know, he got a coworker been bringing the Bible to work. You know, and he learning the truth. And the boss said his coworker came to him and he said his coworker told his mama, you gotta get that tree up out of here, man. You know, they come to what you saying, he taking heed, man. Once you start researching yourself, man, and you start reading those scriptures, man, you'll get that feeling. You like, man, damn, they got us, you know.
And that's the difference between an Israelite that fear the Most High and an Israelite that don't. That's the token. Oh, shit, that's what they go back to. Oh hell nah, you'll feel betrayed. Like, man, nobody told me this shit.
Right.
That's the Israelite that gonna take heed, man. Like the brother said, his coworker, the brother's coworker told his mom, like, this gotta go. And that's why the scripture said, I'm gonna set divisions in the house. A man's soul should be of his own household, because the daddy might be a man of the Lord, but the mama's still on the ancient world stuff, man. She's still on Babylon juice, man.
Right.
So it's gonna be, that's a division right there.
And if I could just say, and that's what's so scary about this whole thing, because it all goes back to Yahweh Hashem Al-Shai. Because if you go to Isaiah the 6th chapter, it's literally an angel that's preventing people from not getting it. God. And it's an angel that's letting you get it. You know? So at the end of the day, man, you know, if Yahweh Hashem Al-Shai select you to understand, it's gonna make sense to you. And if not, you're gonna be destroyed, man.
God. Back in 1 Corinthians 10:21, it said, you cannot drink the cup of the Lord and the cup of devils. You cannot be partakers of the Lord's table and of the table of devils.
So that's what you're doing. You celebrate these different customs, man. You know, go ahead.
Do we provoke the Lord to jealousy?
Right, man. You know, because the Lord get mad when he see that, man. He wants you to worship him in spirit and truth, man. You know, you don't got to celebrate these customs, man. Stop using it as an excuse. All of us gonna go out, man. That ain't what we saying. But as far as celebrating these customs and shit, you drinking a cup of you drinking the cups of the devil, man. You know? You don't gotta celebrate these customs, man. Go ahead, bro.
Right, so do we provoke the Lord to jealousy, or are we stronger than he?
Come on, man. So that's what you doing, man. You know, somebody who want to hold on to that, that's what you doing. Provoking the Lord to jealousy, man. Because like with my grandmother, years ago, I took the tree out. I told her, it's over with, Grandma. You know what I'm saying? But guess what? Neighbor across the street all of a sudden just tried to send her a tree. You know what I'm saying? Come to the tree. I'm like, what the tree doing there, Grandma? You know, she ain't trying to trip.
Right.
I took that tree and threw it out and told her, look, it's up. Okay, yeah, we cool with them, but as far as the tree, that shit over with. And, you know, it's been held on to, man. But hey, that's how you got to be towards these customers, man. You know? Go ahead, huh? Yeah, get that at Mark. You didn't get that at Matthew. Go ahead, bro.
Now this Mark 7:6. And he answered and said unto them, what had Isaiah prophesied?
Right, so this going right back to the Isaiah the 29th chapter. Go ahead.
Unto you hypocrites.
Because that's what you become, man. A hypocrite, man. You know, go ahead.
As it written, this people honor me with their lips.
And it's talking about our people, so-called Negroes, Hispanics, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. Go ahead.
But their heart is far from me. Keep going?
Yeah.
How big in vain do they worship me?
See, in vain they worship him, man. You know? They worshiping the Most High in vain, man. Go ahead.
Teacher for doctrine, the commandments of the man.
Teaching the doctrines of the Lord, the commandments of man, man. This how you worship the Lord, by the commandments of men, you know. All these holidays, man. Go ahead.
For laying aside the commandments of the Most High.
Laying aside the commandments of the Most High. There it go again, man. You know, go ahead.
Ye hold the tradition of men.
You hold the tradition of men. That's what all these customs go back to. The traditions of men, man. And that's what our people get caught in. They've been doing it so long, they just do it, man. But that's the main thing how Shai had to come bust up among our people, man, because it was going on during the time he came, man. You know, go ahead.
As washing of pots and cups, and of many others such things you do.
Come on, that's it on that. Now get that out. Matthew, it's 13.
13.
13 and 14.
Yeah. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 7, verse 13. Enter ye in at the straight gate.
So enter ye in at the straight gate, man. Which that word straight goes to